Okay. Hi, we're just getting everything figured out on our YouTube Live, on Facebook Live. Hi, everybody. We're trying to do Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Just. It's just a little touchy, so.
So just bear with us.
And I don't, let's see. I have the phone on horizontal, so hopefully the comments it does say comments will appear here.
Oh, perfect.
So hopefully the comments will come up on the phone as well as on YouTube, so whichever way you get us.
If you comment something and we don't respond, message me, because we're using Missy's phone, so message me under Jesse Owens or message the AG fam. He's so sweet. And I'll try and read them while we're doing this. We're just trying this, figuring it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
Hi, Madison. Hi, Marla. Marla, I miss you so much.
Oh, everybody here. We look so much tanner on my phone.
It's because it's so far away. My chins are gone.
Oh yeah, it's the good angle.
Up angle.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We can wait a few more minutes.
Yeah, we're just gonna
look at that sweet baby.
Him is sleeping.
It's his nappy time. His night nap time.
I'm gonna try and put a comment on here.
Juliana. You got this, and the baby is so cute. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet.
I know comments are working on YouTube.
Great. Yeah, both so cute. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Lori. Hi, Stephanie.
Yay!
Yes. That's us.
How did you know that's what I hear?
That's our thing.
Every time in my head, I'm like, I'm
Renee.
singing Slim Shady in my head.
Gosh, I think sometimes I'm like, is it only us that do that weird shit? And then, like, meet people like this, and you're like, yes.
You make me feel normal. I'm not sure if that's good for me or bad for you, Mandy. I'm not sure.
Hi, Linda.
Okay, so looks like we're rolling in slow here.
Sure, it's making my eyes look so blue.
Oh, yes. You're pulling a blue.
I'm here for it. I'm wearing all her shirts today. Oh my gosh. This is kind of embarrassing. I walked out of the house this morning and I had a tank top on for like my undershirt. And I walked out of the house. It was kind of a crazy morning. And I got in the car and I was like, shit. So thank goodness she's got some shirts I can wear.
You looked good in the tank top. I thought, oh, she can wear that to first. I thought, oh, you can wear that to work, and then
no, I would never. It was a nursing tank top with my one of the straps would pop off.
So the YouTube, so the AG fam, I think we're under the AG fam. It's not AG family. That pulls up some agricultural family. So that would not be us.
The AG fam, it's us in a cemetery for the picture.
I was going to say, let me look to see if I can...
Hey, Brooke.
Catch our YouTube link, because I really don't honestly know.
There we are. We're right there. The AG fam. It's titled Dreams. You should be able to click on it and watch live.
Oh, yeah. Look, we pulled right up. Beautiful. Okay, so we are, hey, Brooke, it's good to see you. We are, just in case you missed it and you're just, figuring out what we're doing, the first Wednesday of every month, we're going to go live. And this is something that we normally do with our inner circle folks, where we meet at least once a week. We're now meeting an extra time during the month and doing a special topic, but we meet at least once a week, and we're now going to do that for public as well, because we're just ready to kind of step out of the box with some of the information. The higher level information, the collective is ready for it, but this is our way of getting our feet wet on YouTube, because it's a little scary for me. I don't know.
Scary for me as well.
So the first time,
I don't know which one to look at.
I don't know either.
We're not looking away from you, promise.
So the first tonight we're going to talk about dreams, because everybody seems to really resonate with dreams and messages in dreams, as far as knowing what is a spirit message and what is actually just your brain ciphering through organization and experiences for the day. So I have two lists. I have one of things that we know and one of questions that we've already taken about dreams. So
we channeled and we got the answers.
So if there are any questions, feel free to put it in the comments. I may miss them. She may miss them.
Trying.
But we're going to watch. So keep on commenting, though, because I like it. So,
yeah. And if we miss it, please message.
Just rewrite it.
Or message me or put it again.
None of us don't get mad.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I thought to bring up was that dreams are a cue of what your soul's passion is.
Right.
So we actually, one of the things that we channel for people when we're doing private sessions is, what is your soul's job at night? And we say job, but you need to, expand on that and know that it's semantics, but basically what that translates into is, what is your soul's passion? And what you're working on at night is an indicator of what your soul's passion is. So for example, the way that this came about was we found that there are categories of different types of healers. And one of the ways that we know about this is by what people are doing at night. Sorry. She has literally the worst bark in the world. It is so shrill. So, what you're doing at night is an indicator of what your soul's passion is. So I work on healing family timelines, or that's how I started. And now I do a whole bunch more stuff, but there are different categories. Can you remember anything about,
no.
Can you remember anything about, so it can give you an indicator of
healing
whether you're
family timelines, healing like the grid for the earth. When we were going through like the big ascension process, a lot of it was placing the grid for the new earth for 5D.
There was anchoring the new grid. Yep. There was releasing the old grid.
Healing for the collective.
Yeah. So, but the only way that you're going to know about that is to, half your face is cut off.
Not on YouTube.
The only way you're going to know about that is to keep track of what you're dreaming about. So dream journals are important.
I do not like the cone of shame.
Yes, that makes a bit of hypocriteness.
I've been trying to get better. I at least try to regurgitate it to someone.
Yes, and that actually helps. So if you share the bed with someone, it is a genius idea to just turn and say, I need to get this out of my mouth. Like, because that sort of solidifies it. It's important.
That's what she said.
It's important for you to do that to solidify it, because a lot of times if I don't say it, I won't remember it at all. So what I have done in the past is rolled over, talked into voice notes, and then just...
It's kind of fun to read back later because it's usually not accurate.
But it's enough that you get the gist.
You kind of figure out what you were talking about.
But to look at your dreams over time, that's how you pick up the patterns. So...
Or we can always ask.
Yeah, we can ask.
Or you can ask. You can ask what you do at night and set your intentions before you go to bed. That is another part of dreaming. If you set your intentions to do
good point,
whatever while you're sleeping, some of the times you will dream and it may not be exactly what you're thinking. Like if you set your intentions to make a cake in your dream, you may not make a cake. You may have gone for a run, but
clearly I'm running.
Yeah. Yeah, same. All the cardio when I'm sleeping. Must not translate very well, but
that's when I get all my exercise at night.
Yeah. But it could have been what your brain interpreted as going for a run rather than baking a cake. So we do also have to know that we have a filter still with our dreams because we still have to interpret them.
Absolutely. And there are times when a weird dream is just a weird dream. So our brain does need the rest time to regenerate cells when you're sleeping and to organize information that you've taken in during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that you rest and hit that REM sleep for that purpose. So you are doing both parts. Your cognitive brain is organizing information, your subconscious is, and your soul is working in the astral.
And
horizontal running.
Seriously, like Fat Amy from Pitch Perfect. Some things that I've noticed when I dream is like I'll dream about a situation or something that has happened years past, and I'm like, why the hell am I dreaming about this? And then when I sit with it for a little bit, I'm like, okay, probably because it's ready for me. Like everything is ready. Divine timing is there. I'm ready. The other party is ready, whether we communicate or not. We're ready to let this go. Like, for lack of better terms, cut the cord with the situation and move on from it. So that is sometimes what happens for me personally.
Oh, I would say that's absolutely a thing.
When you get dreams like that. And
it helps you to know when you're ready, first off, and when you can clear things. So I think that's a good point.
I'm full of them.
I always. So you can look up meanings, but do not okay, that's a double-edged sword. I don't like it for the mere fact that it takes your intuition out of it. Like, to sit with the dream and ponder the meaning of it is a individual intuitive experience. Symbolically, if spirit is going to use a symbol for you, it's going to be obviously a symbol. It's going to be like something that makes you feel, whoa, this was important. You know, if they take a rose and bring it from here and then like slowly
shove it in your face.
Yeah, clue phone, it's for you.
Well, and it's usually a symbol, an obvious symbol, and then an obvious symbol for you.
Right.
What Google may say a rose means may not be what a rose means to you and your personality and your journey.
That is absolutely my point. This is another time when it is good to have a point of reference and then your language already set up with spirit. And we work on that in Inner Circle, where we are constantly growing our own dictionary with spirit. I don't have a better word for it than dictionary.
And you can always ask for something, if you really love French fries. I'm clearly on the food train. If you really love French fries and you think that seeing a French fries is going to cue you into needing to do something intuitively, then, ask for that. Be like, hey, set your intentions. I mean, I'm for sure going to do that tonight because I didn't even think about that. I'm going to ask for
French fries?
No, for cheesecake.
Okay. Okay.
Curly or regular? Curly. Every time, Christopher, curly.
Yeah, no.
Stop talking about dreams for a second. When did Arby's start getting regular fries?
When they got on the clue train and started. It's 2021.
No.
We need options.
I'm not going to Arby's for regular curly fries. I'm going to Arby's because they stay woke with the curly fries. They were ahead of the train.
I disagree.
We could do a whole nother hour on this. They're crispy.
Crispy
on the edges. Oh, so good. And the springy ones, I used to always give those to Kate. My cousin Kate loves the springy fries. Those are Kate fries. She loves them.
Okay.
Who goes to Arby's for regular fries? Go to freaking McDonald's.
Me. And I like that they're crinkly now. McDonald's fries are a whole nother category.
You can buy crinkle fries at Hy-Vee.
Okay.
Welcome to us.
Yeah, this is our brain on regular. This is just not even our brain on drugs. So, thank you, Carrie.
Now.
She's hormonal. You have to let it go. So, the farther
my baby's laughing at that.
Sorry. The farther you are away from your body astrally, the harder it can be to step into life when you wake up. So like if you're a person who does not like to have a conversation,
yes,
yes,
girl.
Mandy.
Yes.
We'll get back to that.
That's precisely it.
If you're a person, don't be.
I make stupid faces when I read the comments. I'm like,
we both do. We both really. If you're a person that it takes an hour for you to wake up, it can take a while for you to come back into your body.
Don't tell Luke that's why it takes a long time to wake up.
And that can mean, it doesn't mean it always means, but it can mean that you are regularly getting pretty far out in the astral. Mm-hmm. I've seen some epically weird shit in my dreams. So what did Mandy say?
She asked if you can channel other people while you're dreaming.
Absolutely.
Yes. For me, when a loved one...
I was just thinking about all the things.
Yes. When a loved one comes to me in a dream, it feels very real.
Super real.
Like I feel like I'm in the great room. I feel like I'm in the house, in the car with that person. And then I wake up and I'm like, was that a dream? Did that really happen or was that a dream? Those kind of ones we have asked our guides, can we say like, this is a pretty general rule for everyone? And they've said, yes, like if you do feel like it's that real,
it's a pretty good
indicator. It's a
and all of your senses can kick in for dreams. I have had lots of dogs pass, but only 3 have sent me or I've had experienced dreams with. And I remember I had a beagle, and in the dream that I had of her, I could smell her breath. And I remember putting her ear to my lips and like rubbing her. I remember what that felt like in my dream to rub her ear
think of that right now.
on my lips because her ears were so soft.
But can they be living in non-spirit? Oh, I'm sorry, Mandy, I misunderstood you. Yes, you can. So you can astral, this is going to sound real crazy, but you can astral travel and meet, we call it meeting up. Like in our inner circle, we'll be like, we're having a meetup tonight. We meet up in the astral, and some people remember it, some people don't. And what's fun is that the people that don't remember it, the people that do are like, you were there.
You were there. I saw you.
Like, I saw you and we had this interaction. And so it's fun for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if you don't remember it, maybe something will happen during your day and you're like, oh crap. Like that happens to me a lot. I'll be at work doing something or I hear something and I'm like, oh, that must have been in my dream last night.
That's a totally real thing. She met for both initially. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
There's an episode of SpongeBob that would benefit you, Mandy. We'll send it to you.
Does anybody have a quarter?
Yep, that's the one.
Another thing about like spirits visiting you in your dreams. So when my mama passed, I was really sad, and I was like, please, even though I could talk to her, I'm like, please come visit me. I was pleading with her to come and visit me. And from my perspective, she didn't. And so it got me a little pissy. But we have learned that grief really does block a lot of our intuitive skills and a lot of our intuitive abilities just because we're freaking sad and we're humans, and that's okay. But when I did remember that she came to see me, she's like, I've been here. And I'm like, okay, girl, I was just sad. I didn't remember. But a lot of the times I feel like we as humans we're instant gratification.
Absolutely.
I'm an Amazon Prime member. I want it tomorrow. Like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when we're not picking up what they're laying down, it's frustrating and can get a little defeating. Like, my loved ones never come to visit, or my loved ones never give me the advice.
Yeah, I think that's pretty common, actually, even in the waking, and people saying, I want to experience my mom,
mm-hmm.
you know, and I'm just not getting it.
Paige is watching. Hi, Paige.
Oh, I'm all nervous now.
Paige.Barbara.12.
So I do think it's pretty normal, and that you should know that grief does block that piece of us that your cells are so dense during grief that it's difficult for you energy to move through there. So that's the science behind that, if you want to know.
And not just during that first grieving process, but it's through all of it. You know, like I can take myself back and feel just as sad as I did the day that you find out a loved one is gone.
Sorry, I've been trying. Okay, so
we're gonna have to do Seymour. I've been trying to
Seymour butts.
Channel my mom. She passed a few years ago, a lot recently. I just need her advice and really hear her voice again.
So I would say if like Astral is honestly, or that spot.
You're gonna have to scroll down to see any of the new ones. Just a heads up.
Okay. I'm not a millennial. Look out for my chubby fingers. Okay. So again, intentions before you go to bed would be top of my list. And also to make that connection just before you drift off. Another good time another good thing that I have found is if you can wake yourself up, or if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're in that area and in that zone. In between. Yeah, a lot of stuff comes up during that time. So those would all be times. And honestly, I hate to say it, but if you're in the place where you feel like I just need this, I need to hear my mom's voice again, I need it, that can be a block. So if you can just make the request, set the intention, make the command, whatever you want to call it, and then let it go, she is there. Absolutely. It's just about making those connections.
Also, I would piggyback onto that, is that it's okay to use your imagination while you're falling asleep. So, really like lay down. We say falling asleep because that's when, for me personally, that's when I get my quiet time, is when I'm falling asleep. Same for you.
I work.
Yeah.
That's when I do my work. Like right. For anybody on my
that's what I mean. Like my things that I want to do in the astral, whether it be for myself or for other people. But like it's okay to lay down and close your eyes and picture your mom. Picture her picture her voice. Use your imagination, do what you need to do, because you're not pulling that out of your ass. You're not making this up.
Right.
You're using your resources, which are your memories. And then when you fall asleep, it may be a little easier for her to reach you, because you're not sad. You're happy. You're in your memories and happy and in your Akash. And it's a little bit easier for them to play in that area.
Absolutely. Mandy, also, I can post on both videos, but there is a meditation that is super good for connecting with loved ones. You can, if you change your intention, you can also connect with other beings, angels, like whatever your intended connector is. But it's a really good meditation. We get a lot of really good feedback. I'm happy to post it. It's just a YouTube meditation.
It's not ours, but we love it.
Yeah, it's super great. So I will post that for you.
Lily told out-of-state family this weekend that her mammal talks to her in her dreams. I think it is encouraged because she verbally tells her good night every night. That's okay. First, Lacey, that was rude of you to say on our live, because I'm a little emotional. Gonna make me cry in front of my friends. But you're right. It is encouraged. You need me to take that baby if you want him. He's pissy. It's easier when you're making that person still a part of your life.
So the reason behind that, I'm going to always be the one to offer science and explain the science behind all this stuff, is that if you look at it like a container, where your mom or your loved one is the container and you are the other container, you have to make a cord or a channel, and you have to keep that flowing in both directions. So that infinity loop that everybody loves, the sideways 8, that's the way energy moves. It flows back and forth between you two. And if you're blocked, which a blockage is just dense, thick energy, which is what grief is. Grief, shame, those are all like low
Guilt.
Yeah, grief, shame, guilt, they're all low density vibration. So if you're blocked on your end, she could be flowing information to you and it's just getting clogged up here. So that's why really stagnation is the enemy. It's not, the communication is always happening. It's just the stagnation that's a problem.
Well, and it's us too. It's,
what do you mean?
I'll always go back to explaining frequency to someone and the radio station. You might be on channel A and I'm on channel B, and you've been talking to me for the last 2 hours and I'm not hearing you because I'm on channel B.
You gotta turn the channel.
But you gotta get your shit together to turn the channel.
Yep, you do.
You have to be at the right vibration to hear.
You cannot be on your cell phone putting on mascara, driving the car, and change the channel.
Exactly. You can't. You just don't have enough hands.
It's just too busy.
You have to be able to put something down. Oh, shit. That was pretty profound.
We do be like in metaphors.
Okay. They work. Interpreting is the hardest thing for me. I'll dream something I think means one thing, then maybe a week later it'll dawn on me that it really means something else. I dream in numbers too.
But you're open to a different meaning.
Or maybe it means both.
And their time is not our time.
True.
So
I remember you saying that, Rodney, that you dream in numbers. It's interesting. Everybody's got
a thing, and numbers are a thing for me too. It's programming.
Not my strong suit.
It's programming codes. It's funny that it's not like I was so poor at math in school.
Exactly. I'm like, I can't do
but
that.
I can regurgitate a 12-digit number from my brain. So, but that's because my soul has a history in that. So it's one of the things that we do. So let's see. So a couple of questions that we had prior to is why loved ones don't deliver info. And I think that in my experience, loved ones have delivered information.
Same. I think that it goes with grief. And you may not think that you're grieving as much as you really truly might be.
Yep.
I know we've both gone through some pretty heavy grief and thinking that we're okay and like I'm ready to receive and talk to them and get some information from them, and you're not. And they are quick to tell you that you're not.
Yep.
So just a little more, giving yourself grace, really.
Yep, you'll get exactly what your consciousness is ready for. So, and why are dreams so cryptic? So I know this is always the case. I will always say my dreams are very Spielberg-esque. They're very, I'm shooting it up in my dreams usually.
Yeah, she really is like killing people. She's Marvel.
So what they had said about that was that it allows the receiver to think more. That was the direct quote from the collective of oneness. And we don't always, you have to also remember that it's cryptic because we don't remember all of the pieces. We drift in and out of consciousness and of course conscious memory. So we're not going to remember every single piece of every single dream. It just isn't going to happen. And there are times when I really truly consider that a blessing because I know that I do work while I'm sleeping that I don't necessarily need or want to know about in my waking life. There are connections with people that I don't necessarily enjoy or want to have in this life, but they're there. I'm entangled with them on another frequency or another dimension, and I have to continue to nurture that because that's what my soul is doing. So, but just keep in mind it can be choppy. It's a thing. What else? Are we meant to get meaning from our dreams? That is also not a hard and fast rule. That is a sometimes. sort of thing. So again, I think you'll know if you'll know when it's spirit because they feel very real. They feel like they tangibly happen. It sinks into the cognitive brain in a different way. So your cognitive brain has that, your frontal cortex has that recall where it feels very real to you. So you can just say it. And normally I think you have about a minute and a half, honestly, according to like psychology research. It's Cornell University. So they're saying like 90 seconds to actually, have that active recall. That's all you have from the time that you.
It's not very long.
It's not very long. So, but you think about
especially when you're sleepy,
how great your brain is that it does all that for you, because it can be a blessing that you don't remember some of the things that you experience in your dreams.
Well, think about all you have to remember for regular day-to-day life, and then if you add
thought of that.
Dreams on top of it, it's just like overload. Your brain is only meant to hold someone.
Yeah. You're right. I never thought of that.
But that's why we were blessed with our Akash and our memories, so that those stay there. They don't, just because you consciously don't remember them doesn't mean they leave you. It doesn't mean they go away. They're still there. They're still in your records. I had a dream when I was little, and it was a reoccurring dream, and I could tell you exactly what it was now, but it's because it reoccurred. I moved it on like I needed to because it was a little bit scary when I was little, but it's still there. It's still in my records. It's still in my memories, and I can pull it if needed. So you can always think like, oh, remembering that dream, I was super badass. I was really confident. I was loving. Like, this was a really great interaction that I had in my dream. Hone into that. Like, pull that.
You have to lean into it.
Yeah.
If you want to know, you have to ask. And you can use your pendulum, you can use your muscle testing, you can use an intuitive or a sensitive, but I'm always going to lean towards try to find the meaning yourself, because that's what we're trying to do, trying to support and
empowering.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you mean, like what we dream about? How would we know? So Lear's asking about how we would know what type of jobs we're doing at night. And that again is the dream journaling, where you start to pick out themes that match. So mine typically, for example, are about revolutionary topics. They're large groups of people standing up in some manner for things that, aren't right or aren't okay, or something of that nature. They all fall into that. Or at first it was all about, saving someone, but it was really healing. And so that was how healing was coming across. But so you have to pull what the meaning is out from all of the journaling that you do. You being Superman?
For a while.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
Honestly, it takes a while. Sorry. There's no good answer for that. Do it yourself stuff, does take a little while longer than when you hire a professional. So it's one or the other, right?
Juliana, I don't think it needs to be separate. You can if you want it to be, if that's how your organization works. If a line on a piece of paper to separate journal from dream works for you, that's totally fine too. Just whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, I think is good.
Agree. Hey, Danny. Interpreting, we talked about that. My parents told me something I asked. Good.
Hi.
They will, if they can get to you, they will.
I know.
They want the constant connection. I remember us asking one time if you had Juliana, that's me, girl. Mine's all, see those 2 notebooks back there? There's no organization, but everything's all in there.
Mine is the one with the line in between. I'm like, okay, new thought, line, write it down.
Mine's a jumbled mess. So, but it's however you do it. I don't remember what the frick I was going to say. Oh, that they want to communicate with you. Oh, when we asked, I said, if you spirit got nothing else out of what we're doing, if you had one overarching thought that you wanted, or message that you wanted people to have, and they said that energy doesn't die, that it continues. So that is what our loved ones want us to know when they reach out, that you're never alone, you're never alone.
Never.
There's not a thought, there's not an experience that you experience that they aren't a part of. So I always say live vicariously, because they're living through you right now. If you get to go ride a ride, they get to go ride a ride if they choose to.
Mm-hmm.
They get free will for that too. So, all right. Anybody have any questions about, we'll do a little bit of channeling if you guys have questions about dreams. We're going to keep it to that topic tonight. Look at him in his arms. So good.
So big.
Or if you had a particular, like if you had a dream one time and you have never forgotten about it and you just have always wondered about it, this is your opportunity to ask about it and see what they have to tell you. Otherwise, we're just going to put on him for entertainment.
Him is so cute. Hi, baby.
He's pretty cute.
Oh, bless you.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know. I know.
Okay. I don't see anything.
Lacey said Flippy's playing at Israel on the phone.
I don't see any. Oh, yes.
I frequently fly in my dreams, which is an amazing feeling, yet quit my life when I focus on the fact I am flying. But you have him, sorry.
Okay.
Is this real life colliding with my astral travel? Good question.
Flying is. Have you ever considered the fact that we don't know what it feels like? I mean, like, we don't know what it feels like to fall, but yeah, we can still have falling dreams.
Oh my gosh, I hate those.
When you wake up right before you hit the ground.
God, I hate those. They said yes, it is combined, Christopher. That's awesome. Good for you for recognizing that. I've had several dreams that I feel allude to past life. Is that possible? 100%. 100%, Lori.
Mm-hmm.
Could be something that you need to address in that past life, or it could be something that just came up.
Ooh, who's this? Mandy.
Mandy.
Girl, okay, she's doing prophetic dreaming.
I got a lot of dreams where somewhere down the lines it happened. Sure, you talked about that earlier in the video, but kids grow out of that. Yeah, that it happens.
So that would be, so that is an indicator that you are a timeline worker. So in some capacity, you're working on timelines, which means you're probably working on future timelines and you're getting peeks into future timelines of yours, which means you're peeking into other people's future timelines as well.
Yeah.
I would, if that's a frequent thing, I would just know that you're probably a timeline worker as a passion, which is fun. The flying, Lacey, or the prophetic dreams?
Yeah, Lacey. Lyra, what does it mean if you're losing something or looking for something?
What does it mean if you're losing I have those dreams all the time. Or something's chasing me. Usually I'm trying to get the drop on somebody, though. One time I had a dream. It was messed up. I could talk about it forever. But I was in this hut thing and I was shooting people. And then I was like, who shot me? Somebody shot me from behind. And they were like, it's another version of you. I was like, I shot myself? That doesn't seem right. I do be doing stuff like that.
Lyra, they said that you're ready to let something go.
Oh,
That's good
write
to
that
know.
down.
The dreams that happen later. Okay, Lacey.
Losing something
I hit you up.
or looking.
And ready to let something go. I have a lot of dreams with elevators. Sometimes they're moving sideways as opposed to up and down. I may also be riding it with someone I haven't seen in 20 years. Meetings. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, baby.
I was just going to get trippy on you, Rodney, because it's you, but I'm going to let it go. My guess would be that's just how your brain functions, your travel between dimensions and frequencies. So, and when you dream about somebody that you haven't had contact with for like 20 years, that's because those timelines don't just go away. You have to close them somehow. Even if it is 20 years later, you have to remember there's no time there. So you can still close things. Oh, look at you.
I'm a millennial.
The millennial just pulled us up on 2 screens.
Okay. So, Rodney, they did say yes when she said that's how you're traveling between timelines. So, yeah, that's right. You're right. You're so smart.
Is it time for a hair toss?
I was saying Rodney was right.
Darn it. I thought I was right for once.
My reoccurring was maiden in a wagon being chased by a pack of wolves, and another was driving a car and being airborne between the road. Wow.
Okay, that was your recurring.
Okay.
I dig it. Maiden in a wagon.
Okay.
I hate to tell you this, but that sounds like some past life shit to me. Sorry, I needed a minute to tune in.
Wonderful. Jade, they said that past life is ready to be released, so you know what to do, girl.
All the things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming this is Jackie.
Yeah, I think so. She always comes up as AG fan.
So, baby Jesus given a
box of Cheez-Its. Yes.
Good. Oh, good. See, Jade, you knew what it was.
Girl,
you privy to it. Oh, good works. Look at look at him. Right down in there.
He does that.
Right down there in the cleavage.
Baby Jesus was given to you because you're ready to heal.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Is that a hard and fast rule, or is that for her particularly?
You're so smart.
I would like to know that symbolism. Okay.
Oh!
They said it's a rule for religious folks. In those exact words. For religious folks. I guess if baby Jesus resonates with you, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Don't make it that face.
No face palms here. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was good. Those were good questions, guys. Anything else we can think of?
Emma has a dream. Used to have a recurring dream of a skeleton on a bicycle.
Different things happen in different places lately. There's been a lot of remodeling going on in every place. This is significant.
Actually, today's message was very appropriate for that.
Yes.
We're absolutely in a time of
Oh,
rebirth.
Nice, boy. They said you're moving to New Earth. So you're just leveling up. Ew, Megan. I just had an incident with a spider in my house and I could have thrown up. I'm
It's
good.
just a spider.
Okay, the spider, like, cool. You know, you're important to the ecosystem. I'm down with it. However, They're not important to the ecosystem in my home. And it crawled on me. And I don't like that feeling. My brain thought it was a hair. And it wasn't. And so I feel like I duped myself, which is rude.
Do you know how many spiders you've eaten?
Ew, David. Yeah. Shut up. Okay.
Okay.
What's up with Megan's spider?
Uh-oh. Facebook.
Freaking Facebook.
But only on here. Fine
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Jade. That's hilarious. It's honestly, I have tapped into, there are people who have genuine fear of spiders and have past life experiences of that. You probably need to check yourself for fear of spiders and clear the cellular memory of that.
Megan, they said spider was a reference for a relationship ready to go.
Now, that's not going to be in any book you read.
No.
But
if it caught your attention.
Yep. And then it's always okay to say, what do I need to know from this?
Mm-hmm.
What is this here to teach me? What is the spider meant? What does the spider want me to know? What does this pain want me to know? What does this pain in my butt want me to know?
Let me tell you.
Look,
let me tell you what this pain in your butt wants you to know.
Okay, anybody else?
So we're good.
We've got about 8 minutes left. If you have any questions, we're going to kind of stay in the dream realm. Otherwise, I was going to ask them if they had anything spirit-esque to tell us. Sometimes if I say, tell me one thing I don't know about dreams.
Tell me something I don't know. Something I don't know.
Yeah.
So rude. I don't know if anybody's watching that's a mandatory reporter, but
it's just my eyes.
I'm watching this play back over on this screen and it's hilarious. Because this is a little.
It's definitely got some lag. I know that I need to stop itching my nose, but I can't help it.
Oh, shoot. That's so funny.
I do that a lot. I do this a lot.
Now I gotta itch my nose.
You want me to get that for you?
Okay, let's do this. Something we don't know about dreams.
Bring the heat.
Hit us.
It is not fun to watch on Facebook and YouTube. It's like doppelgangers. It's frightening. Oh, I don't know how this is, but this is. You're right.
Ryan,
it's very dreamlike. There is a lag. It's very dreamlike. Bah.
I've been told that before.
You're very punny.
They said you have most control.
Oh. So I take that to mean intentions. And again, the setting dates, astral dates it's fun. It's a challenge. It's one of the things we do to, psychic play, and to set a meeting point and see if you can find your way there. Or sometimes somebody in the group won't show up in their human form. They'll show up in their animal form, but we know them in their animal form. And we can say, you were there last night. You just weren't you, but I knew you were you because you feel like you.
Megan, yes, your mom can come to you as something else in a dream. It'll be your mom, like your mom's energy imprint rather than your mom looking like your mom.
Yep. It's just we live in a frequency-based universe. So everything, when they tell you that you have a spirit animal, or they tell you that this oil matches you right now, or this crystal matches you right now, that's all just what vibrancy, what vibration.
It's time for bed.
Yeah, too much Grace and Frankie for me. What vibrational frequency you are resonating at that time, and then that is your match. So,
Absolutely.
okay. Briefly in the past. Yep, time stuff is trippy, and yeah, we think so. Okay. Well, I think that's about it for us for tonight.
That was good.
Yeah. If you guys have any additional questions or you want any other questions answered, feel free to ask, and we will happily ask for you. And shoot your message.
I would say yes.
I would say yes too. They told
Yeah.
us that babies see in 30 dimensions. I think they're way more evolved than we are.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Because they don't have the programming yet that we do.
Good question, Lacey. Yes.
The societal question, or the societal programming that we have.
Right. Oh,
Goodness sakes.
what's going on? Why are you coughing?
Okay. Announcements? Anything we got coming up? This is the first Wednesday of the month.
Mm-hmm.
I would say just we're trying new things, guys. So be patient, and first Wednesday in the month we'll try to do this. And we haven't picked a topic for it.
I didn't say. Oh, if we do have announcements, we do post them on our Facebook, on our Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram,
right, like and subscribe.
Mediums. Also, you can follow us on YouTube. We're going to start putting more videos on there. We just have to get over our fear of ourselves. So we're working on that.
Yeah.
And if you need anything, hit us up.
Yes.
We're always here to help.
Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night. Happy September 1st.
Oh. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye. So we need to end on Facebook, too.